was split down the middle. The United States occupied the south, and the Soviet Union the north. The two sides failed to reach any unified plan, and by 1948 the Soviets had helped North Korea establish their communist-leaning dictatorship. During the Cold War, Russia contributed to North Korea's development and even sent thousands of their own troops to fight in the Korean War. They also provided significant amounts of humanitarian and military aid, as well as nuclear reactors. It is generally believed that although the Soviet Union did not intend for North Korea to acquire nuclear weapons, they did so due to early nuclear investment by the Russian government. When the Soviet Union collapsed in the early 1990s, so did their support for North Korea. But since Vladimir Putin's controversial rise to power in the early 2000s, friendly relations between the two countries have reemerged. In 2014, Russia forgave roughly
Putin sent some agreement with North Korea. It's a friendship with them. And they gave some money to North Korea. Russia forgave roughly $10 billion of North Korean debt in the whole, something. Okay. And China is, I don't explain that, there's a very heavy involvement in China. But recently, the United Nations sanctioned, they accepted, agreed to give the sanction to North Korea. So China changed the stance. But we don't know about Putin, what kind of action he's going to take. Right? And then is weaponry export. And this is this ship, okay, and the red one is they conceal their cargo inside the ship. And sanction, what this means is they try to export weapons all over the world, but they try to conceal these weapons inside the ship. And actually, this one is they have many surveillance team is checking their weaponry export. Okay. This video very new one, but I'm going to skip it. Next is overview of North-South comparison. It's you can have a look. This is what I can see well. What is military? What is? I can't see that. It's the left side is what 22.3, 2.8. What was that? I can't remember. What they said? Military expenditure. Military expenditure of GDP.
percentage of GDP.
GDP. North Korea is 22.3% of the GDP, and South Korea 2.8. And military, what's the cost? Blue is South Korea, and red is North Korea.
Wait, I'm sorry, what is the expenditure?
Which one?
Expenditure, which one is expenditure?
Oh, this is expenditure of GDP.
Oh, okay.
Expenditure of GDP. North Korea is 22.3. But the former slide I told you, actually they are 1/3 of GDP. It means more than 30%. But South Korea is expenditure of GDP just only 2.8%. Sort of things that's explained that. And they're going to show the detail of the video they said. I'm going to have a look.
This video is going to look at the difference between North and South Korea and the challenges of reunification. After World War II, Korea regained its autonomy from Imperial Japan. On August